Evening from the Kingdome in Seattle, baseball history was made as the Mariners took on the Kansas City Royals, and in the game, for the first time, father and son played together, Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr. As the Mariners took on the Kansas City Royals and defeated them by a score of 5-2, Ken Griffey Sr. batted second and played left field. He went 1 for 4 with a walk, and in the bottom of the first inning, he got a single, and he later scored. Not to be outdone by his father, Ken Griffey Jr. came up next. He was playing center field, and he grounded a single to right field, moving Dad over to second base. The beginning of a perfect script for the Mariners, and the two Griffies playing on Griffey night. The next batter was Alvin Davis, and Davis came up, and he lined a single to right field, knocking in Ken Griffey Sr., and the Mariners had a 1-0 lead on Alvin Davis' 50th RBI this season. Scott Buhner knocked in Ken Griffey Jr. to make the score 2-0. Then Edgar Martinez singled up the middle off Storm Davis, knocking in Alvin Davis. RBI 42 for Martinez. And the Mariners led 3-0 after 1 inning of play. In the top of the second inning, the Royals came back with 2 runs with the score 3-1. Bill Bacota blasted a solo home run in left field off Seattle Mariners starter Randy Johnson, his 4th home run this season, and the lead was cut to 3-2 in the top of the second inning. The Mariners went on a win by a score of 5-2 as they had a couple more runs. Good time had by all as the Griffies enjoyed playing together for the first time. The Mariners won at 5-2. Randy Johnson got the win. He's 13-8. Storm Davis got the loss. He's 7-10.
Cleveland tonight, the Toronto Blue Jays were in town to take on the Cleveland Indians. In the bottom of the 4th inning in a scoreless tie, Felix Fermin came up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. He drilled this pitch into the left field corner, scoring both Chris James and Corey Snyder. On a bad relay home, Sandy Alomar Jr. came in to score, and Felix Fermin followed closely behind, giving the Cleveland Indians a 4-0 lead. Then in the top of the 5th inning, Mookie Wilson started the scoring for the Blue Jays with his single right back up the middle. For Mookie, RBI number 40, scoring Glenn Allen Hill. Then, the hero of the night, Luis Sojo, put this fly ball between Mitch Webster and Candy Maldonado. 2 runs scored, and for Sojo, a 5 RBI night after he came in for the injured Tony Fernandez. In the top of the 6th inning with the score 6-4 Toronto, Sojo hit this home run to left field, his first of the year, and his RBIs number 5, 6, and 7. After a Borders double made it 10-4 Toronto, Cleveland came back with a big inning of their own. Candy Maldonado capped a 4-run inning with a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 6th inning, his 18th of the year, and RBIs 74, 75, and 76. 10-8 Blue Jays. After 2 more Blue Jay runs, Tom Henke came in and closed the door in the 9th inning by getting Corey Snyder swinging. Blue Jays win 12-8. It's 6-4 Blue Jays. Luis Sojo came up and hit this 3-run home run to left field for his first home run of the season, RBIs number 5, 6, and 7, and the Jays went up 9-4 and added another run to make it 10-4 Jays in the 6th.
Friday evening from the Metrodome in Minnesota, the Twins took on Cecil Field and the Detroit Tigers, and in the top of the 1st inning, Fielder started things going as he tripled to the right field corner off of Minnesota starter Paul Abbott. Lou Whitaker and Alan Trammell scored. RBIs 110 and 111 for Fielder, and the Tigers led 2-0. Later, single made the score 3-0 after 1/2 inning of play. In the top of the 2nd inning, the Tigers scored 5 runs. The big blow was Larry Sheets' 2-out single to right field. Lou Whitaker and Cecil Fielder scored. RBIs 46 and 47. Sheets had 3 RBIs in the game. 7-0 Detroit in the 2nd. In the top of the 3rd, they increased their lead as Lou Whitaker accounted for a 2-run home in right field, his 16th of the season. And Tony Phillips scored on the home run. 9-1 Detroit in the top of the 3rd. In the bottom of the 3rd, Minnesota staged a bit of a comeback. First, Ken Herbeck with the 3-run homer to right center field, his 21st of the season. RBIs 66, 67, 68 as Nelson Liriano and Shane Mack scored 9-4 Detroit. Then, 2 batters later, Gary Gaetti with a 2-run homer in the left field, his 14th of the season. RBI 68 and 69 as Brian Harper scored a home run, 9-6 Detroit. In the top of the sixth inning, with score 10-6 Detroit, Lloyd Mosby with a mammoth solo home run to the third deck in right field, his 13th home run this season, and the Tigers led 11-6 en route to that 12-6 victory. Clay Parker got the win, it's 3-1, and Paul Albert got the loss for Minnesota. He drops to 0-2.
Friday night, Mark Langston and the California Angels hosting the Chicago White Sox. Chicago looking for their sixth straight victory in the top of the first with a man on third. Langston strikes out Carlton Fisk to end the inning. Langston with 6 strikeouts through the first 3 innings of play. In the top of the fourth, however, Chicago strikes for 3 runs with 1 out and the bases loaded. Ozzie Guillen hits a single to right field. Ron Karkovic scores. Scott Fletcher beats Dave Winfield's throw home, and it's 3-0 White Sox. RBIs 45 and 46 on the season for Guillen. In the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs, Johnny Ray singles to center field off Greg Hibbert. Lance Parrish scores. Dante Bichette is thrown out at second base by Ivan Calderon to end the inning, but it is 3-2 Chicago. In the top of the fifth, watch this nice play by Jack Howell. He makes the great diving stop to his left on Calderon's liner. We move now to the top of the seventh inning where Chicago will take a 6-2 lead. Frank Thomas at the plate for the White Sox, and he hits a 3-run home run to center field off Mark Langston. It comes with Sammy Sosa and Ivan Calderon on board, and it's 6-2 Chicago. His second home run of the season as you see a very dejected Mark Langston. In the bottom of the seventh inning, Greg Hibbert loads up the bases on 3 straight singles. He's replaced by Barry Jones. With 1 out, Devon White hit a check swing ground ball. There's no play for Robin Ventura. Johnny Ray scores, and it's 6-3 White Sox. And later in the inning, it's Chili Davis with a sacrifice fly to make it 6-4 Chicago.
The A's are showing off their new acquisition, Willie McGee, to the Texas Rangers. In the bottom of the first inning, after Ricky Henderson leadoff double, Connie Lansford came up and singled Ricky home, giving the A's an early 1-0 lead. For Connie Lansford, RBI number 46. Willie McGee, in his first A's at-bat, with runners on second and third, hits a ground ball to shortstop. McGee gets thrown out, but he gets the RBI. With the score 2-0 A's in the bottom of the second, Connie Lansford comes through with his second RBI of the game, number 47 on the year. Gallego scores, and it's 3-0 A's. In the top of the third inning, still 3-0 A's, Bob Welch gives up this home run to Jeff Kunkel. For Kunkel, home run number 3 and RBI number 16, and a 3-1 A's lead. In the top of the fourth, with the score still 3-1, Julio Franco came up and singled to left field. The ball got by Ricky Henderson. Palmeiro came all the way around to score from first base. Julio Franco went to second on the error, and it was 3-2 A's. Meanwhile, Bob Welch was on the mound for the Oakland A's as he went 7 strong innings, striking out 8 and picking up his 22nd victory of the year. Although Willie McGee was 0 for 4 in the night, here he causes Kenny Rogers to make a bad throw to first base. McGee motors around second base, gets the green light to try and score, and he does, giving the Oakland A's an insurance run and a 4-2 lead. Tony La Russa called on his ace, Dennis Eckersley, to close out the game, and that he did by striking out Juan Gonzalez. The A's win 4-2, and for Dennis Eckersley, save number 40. One of only 3 pitchers in Major League history to have back-to-back 40-save seasons.